So Lamar, he has a camper and he's always does happy hour from it, out in his driveway. Like he just loves his camper and it's fabulous. And Carla loves it because it has a really nice bathroom, and that's the only way our girls going camping. But Lamar, you haven't even Bob doesn't even know about this. I don't know how you've not like been hysterical about this because it was really scary. Lamar had a little incident towing the camper on the interstate.
Yeah, about
What
about a week
happened?
or so ago, we we went down to spend the weekend with our daughter Alex and her husband Eric, and most importantly, baby Dean. That's we go to see baby Dean. They're just keeping him fed. That's all they're good for at this point. Um, so so we're going down and we do a little bit, and it's his birthday, and we go down for a little birthday party. And so they had just opened up a brand new campground 8/10 of a mile from their house. So it's so convenient. So we pull in there. It's a beautiful campground, just opened up. And so we had a great time, great weekend. So we pack everything up. We're coming back home. Everything's great. So we get ready to get on the interstate. So we turn in, get on the interstate. I get about a quarter of a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile on the interstate. I've got everything up to speed. And all of a sudden, bam! I mean, it just felt like something hit. And so at that point, I thought maybe the trailer had come off of the hitch, which would mean the camper is only attached by safety chains. And I would
Oh,
have little, if any, control. So I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh. And I'm trying to watch it because, we could be tumbling down the interstate as far as I know. So nothing good can come from that. So I tapped the brake. And when the trailer didn't hit the back of the truck, I knew it was still hitched. So that's okay. So I know I've got control over it. So I pull over to the side of the interstate. We get stopped. It's 3 lanes of cars. The traffic is crazy. It's big cars and trucks going 80 miles an hour. Carla has a 100% meltdown. I mean, I've been with her for 20 something years. I've never seen, she just had a meltdown. We're going to die. We are going to die right here. And I'm like, wait. We don't know yet. So I'm thinking maybe I got a flat tire. So I get out, I walk around the trailer, and I go back there to see if there's a flat tire. I'm missing a tire. The lug bolt sheared off to the hub, and the tire was gone.
Oh.
Not flat, gone.
God.
And when it sheared off, there's like a fender that goes down the side. So when it sheared off, it had to beat its way out of the fender, which means it just tore that up one side down the other. I'm looking for the tire. There's no, who knows? Who knows? The tire was going 60 miles an hour when it came off. So I don't know where it's at.
Yeah.
So I get back in the truck. And so I've got 2 axles, which means I've got 4 tires. So one of them's missing. I can still ease up the road on 3 tires. So I tell Carl, I said, look, we're a quarter of a mile from that exit. I'm just going to drive on the side of the road in the emergency lane. We're just going to limp up there to get off the interstate. Oh my God. She goes into another conniption fit. No, you'll kill us. You'll kill us. You'll kill us. No.
Sorry for laughing, but
And she's call somebody. Get somebody to come here and get them to drive us. I said, why would she said, you can't drive us? I said, I've drove a tractor trailer truck for 20 years. What are you talking about? I can't drive us. So I finally get her to calm down enough that we get off the interstate. So I call some people and they come out, and he said, well, I'm not going to be able to fix it here. And the shop's about 20 miles away. And so I said, well, we need to go to the shop. Oh my gosh, we have another fit. Another conniption fit because I can't get back on the interstate. I can't get back on the interstate. I said, stop. We can go through the back roads. And she goes, well, you got to get somebody else to drive. I said, no, I'm not getting somebody else to drive. So anyway, long story short, we get over there. And so then I decide, well, I need that wheel. So we go, after we drop the trailer at his place, we get back on the interstate. And so we're going from one exit to the next because I knew it was lost between 2 exits. So we're going back and forth looking on the road trying to find the tire. Well, I see it. So we pull over and the cars are coming and she's thinking I'm going to get killed and blah, blah. She's melted down. She's completely melted down. So I go and I find the tire and I go through all these bushes and stuff when I get to it. It's just a tire. It's not my wheel. It's just a tire. So I get back in the truck and we take off. And I said, well, I guess it's done. And then we see it. So I have to make another loop. I mean, we're looping the interstate like nobody's business. I get through all the briars and brambles and I get to the tire. And it is my tire. But when it hit, it busted the tire and it bent the rim. So it's really no good to me. So now, because I've drove the thing, the other tire on the other end of the axle that was supporting the weight, I wore the tread off of it. So I've got to buy a brand new wheel. I've got to buy 2 brand new tires, and I got to get the sheet metal work done on the trailer. Yeah, buy a camper,
how
they
much?
said. You'll have a lot of
How much?
I'm still computing, baby. I'm still computing. It's probably
Give
going
me
to be about.
a
I'm gonna say
ballpark.
I think I know some people, so I'm gonna say about $600 or $700, probably.
Instant access to the podcast, and fun side. Just download the free Bob and Sheri app.
It's talkback time. You can call us on the phone at 844-52-SHERI. That's 844-52-SHERI. Or if you have our app, you can look at the screen. There's a little cartoon, like old school radio microphone in the bottom center. Tap it and talk, and the app will do the rest.
Hello, Bob, Sheri, Max, Doc, Lamar. Just got done listening to Lamar's oddcast about superstitions. Much like Lamar, my dad was from Georgia. He had a superstition that I'd never heard anyone else having this particular superstition before. Dad thought it was bad luck to eat shelled peanuts in the house. As long as they were already shelled, he was fine with it. But if Mom would bring a bag of peanuts in the shell in the house, he would throw a fit. And I just wondered if anyone else had ever heard that and if anyone knows the origin of it. Love listening to you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
That's a new one on me, buddy. That's a new one on me.
And you would know, being a Georgia boy.
Yeah.
In NASCAR,
So not just
in NASCAR, there is a thing about shelled peanuts that apparently in the 1930s, somebody sprinkled shells on 5 cars and all 5 cars got into accidents. So that's the only superstition about shelled peanuts that I can find on the internet.
So if the peanuts are like in a can from Costco and don't have their shells, it's not bad luck?
That's what it
it's
sounds
just
like.
if they're in their shells. I just
Well, it
wanna
can't be too big of a
say-
thing because they sell bags of those at the NASCAR races. I mean, they sell bags of them. They do. Tons of them. Tons of
peanuts?
them. So I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I can't even imagine. Like, it must be incredible to have grown up with a dad where the only thing that would make him crazy is if you ate a shelled peanut in the house.
It's true. It's
The list-
so Andy of Mayberry, isn't it? I mean, it's about as
Yeah, like it's-
simple as it gets.
It's wholesome.
Hey, I dreamed of the day
Yeah.
my daddy would sober up enough to crack a peanut. I mean, come on.
Hey, Lamar, in my house, my daddy was the nut. We didn't have room for other legumes.
Oh my
Daddy, can I eat these shelled? No, Sheri, it's very bad luck. As he lights his crack pipe in the den, I mean, that just is. But I have to admit, now that I know that, because as my husband always likes to point out to me, woman, you do know you're a little superstitious. Yeah, I do. Now that I know that, I would think twice about. I might still do it. But you know how it is when you see a ladder or break a mirror or black cat or whatever, crack in the sidewalk. You do it, but you hear the little rhyme in your head, don't you? You do think twice about
A
it.
little bit, yeah. I'm trying
Yeah.
to totally. I mean, superstitions are so stupid. I'm trying to break myself. We have bags of peanuts in our house. We probably have right now 4 bags of peanuts because my wife. It's just the weirdest thing, and she's been doing this not only in this house but at the other house too. We did videos on it. She feeds the local squirrels, so she takes her lawn chair and she sits out in the driveway, and Finn is not allowed to come out because he will scare them off, and I am not encouraged to come out because I will scare them off. She is out there by herself with a bag of peanuts, and she sits there and she goes, "Squirrelies, squirrelies, squirrelies," and they come. They come out of the tree. As soon as she walks out of the house, they come, and she flips one over. She knows there's about 3 or 4 of them. because squirrels stay in a very small area their whole life, and they have slowly begun to trust her. She can now her hope is that they're going to eat out of her hand. They're very close. They're within probably 5 feet of her right now. Not only that, crows are showing up. And she said, "Watch this." I was out there with her one day. As soon as she came outside, 3 crows came out of the trees and sat down not too far from her. And she'd throw one over, and the crow would walk over, pick it up very gingerly in its beak, and fly off. And you can see the nut in their mouth as they fly off. They are so smart.